Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and today we are going to do a fun, different kind of video, where earlier today I put out my UR unit tier list for the 2nd anniversary version of the game, and in that bottom tier was a unit Whisper that you see on the screen right here. That was not meant to rhyme, it just kind of did, and that's kind of neat. But I say sometimes that those units are usable, and I say regularly that every UR unit in this game is usable, and I wanted to have some fun in Arena, so I've been playing around with Whisper tonight and having a lot of success if built correctly and if your team is set up at least in a way that can help her succeed. Let me kind of show you what I'm talking about right here. One of Whisper's strengths is her resistances. So with this current setup, you can see I've got her slash resist up to 100 with a nice high magic resist and a little bit of missile resist to back that up. Here's the thing with the current state of the game. There's a lot of mono slash teams in PvP right now, or mixed damage teams that might just be like slash plus a little bit of magic, especially in the elements of fire and water, both of which you can find pretty regularly in Arena right now, and I've been having success running those down. Now, one thing I want to say about Whisper, her resists are so good that I think when she was designed, I still believe they meant her to be a tank, considering back in the day, tanks generated aggro through abilities, right? Taunting Blade, Taunting Spell, or the combination of them, Taunting Blell. Anyway, she fit that mold, had the resist, etc. As the game's evolved, I don't think you can really play her as a tank as much anymore, but with double vision cards and the amount of gear we have access to, I think you can build her into a very resistant bruiser and breaker type. Really lean into that knight sub, let her go out there, break people's attack, magic, agility, defense, spirit, let her do all those knight things. Now, I'm setting her up in this group with Ruinstern and Black Rose Helena, and as I go, once we're loading into a fight, I'll kind of explain why I picked those people. Now, I'm going to be looking for a mono slash or mono slash would be ideal, or a mix of slash and magic, and I can't fight Evade. We won't do well against Evade, so I probably need to just avoid Cloud, honestly, because he'll go missile mode on me. That Glassy's only level 99. This group could work. Let's try this group right here. Here's a mono water team. A lot of slash with a little bit of pierce backing them up. Whisper does have some nice pierce resist, and we have other people to help the group out, right? We're not running a tank in this group at all. We're going I'll say 3 damage dealers. We're doing 2 damage dealers in a Whisper. Here's the deal. Black Rose Helena is in this group in her Spellblade sub to give Whisper a magic resist buff on her first turn, and Ruinstern I picked for this group because he's Whisper's boyfriend. At least sort of seems to be like her boyfriend in the story, so I wanted that, that lore synergy. Now, Whisper can give herself that magic resist buff that you just saw Helena do. Watch this. 401 damage from Jamming Thrust. You'll love to see it. But I would rather her cast that Divine Shelter buff on herself and then run towards the enemy. You want Whisper to separate from the group a little bit in hopes that she gets in range of them before your other characters do, and she can just drain their AP through just going out there and letting them waste abilities on her. There's the magic slashing attack, did 1 damage to Whisper. Titus is going to back that up with Blitz Ace. So look at this, 1-1-1. This is a beautiful showcase fight for this. Titus literally just wasted his limit break on Whisper and did 4 damage. So, built right and picking the right fights, she can come out here and do this kind of stuff. She ate a bunch of attacks, she did a little bit of damage back, set up a nice little chaining attack there with Black Rose Helena, who will now be the main target of Celis and Titus until she dies, and that's fine. And now Ruinstern will take a hit from Titus, but he's at least tanky enough to live through that. Whisper's back at it, defense and spirit debuff onto the tank. Ruinstern can follow that up by killing her, and Whisper is kind of enabling our group success. Titus is out of AP, a big part of that because he used his limit break on Whisper for 4 total damage, and we won the fight. So, was it clean? No. Is this top tier PvP team? Absolutely not. But when built correctly, I think you can have success with almost any unit, especially when you start considering map movement, things of that nature. By allowing Whisper to get out in front of her friends she soaked up a lot of damage. I want to stay the heck away from that Luartha, I'll tell you that much though. What about an Earth team? What's Earth looking like? And that's a level 89. I'll stay away from the level 89 person here. Here's a Water Wind team. Marymore has that striking damage. I don't probably want to mess with that. What about Ray here? The Oberon. So one of the drawbacks of this, right, is it can be difficult to find a fight. Now, this is an evasion team. We will struggle against that, so we'll dodge it. What's this fire team look like? Missile again, and now we run into like one of the problems. It can be difficult to find a right fight. We'll try this. We have to be a little worried about this Cloud if he's in Ranger sub, which he probably is, but in theory, Charlotte and Ibarra should really struggle to do damage to Whisper. I'm gonna put my victory streak, which is at 4, a whopping 4, on the line right here, going mono dark random PvE boyfriend team versus basically I would say the lightning meta. Yeah, this is probably still the best lightning meta team. You could argue that Renan instead of Cloud might be good too. I am giving Ruinstern zombie transformation. That does help him overcome his weakness to dying in 1 hit, which he really likes to do, so now he will die in at least 2 hits. He also has a bunch of slash resist. Through the vision cards that we're running, I'm also giving him the sword with slash resistance on it. So, oh my god, Cloud also has the comeback from life 1 time. That's just not fair. What can Stern do to him? 285, that's really not a ton. Okay, only be in range of Whisper. We're hoping this is only in range of Whisper. Ideally, Whisper would have gotten another turn to get out in front before this, but I think it did only hit her. Yeah, and it did like no damage. Now, Charlotte is going to hit both units here, and so this will hurt a little bit more, at least in terms of hurting Black Rose Helena. I think Whisper will only take 1 damage. Yeah, she only took 1 damage. And now she'll go out here and start beating on the tank a little bit. Protection break, so break the defense and spirit. That will be helpful. Cloud will one-shot Ruinstern, who will at least get to come back to life. And I think Stern might be in range to continue hitting the tank with us here. I'm very worried about that Cloud. Like, I just think Cloud will destroy our team. We'll see. Ibarra's going to go for Ruinstern. He's quite dead. That's unfortunate. Charlotte's going to go hit Helena because that's what Charlotte will do. Whisper will go for the, she goes for the disable. That is one thing that Whisper brings. It is pretty nice. She has a chance of disabling units. So if she can land a disable, maybe on like a high priority target here, we might have a chance. She's going to put her regenerate and her protect and shell back online. And in a lot of these fights that I've done, Whisper has ended up being my last unit alive in sort of a 1v2 situation. Now, Cloud penetrates defense like a crazy man, so he and Ibarra are out here putting a beating on us, but Whisper holding her own with that regeneration. Cloud obviously has slash attack resistance penetration. Like, you can just see it right there. And Ibarra is putting a beating on us. Arm break, Cloud is dead, but that pesky re-raise basically nullifies any chance we have because he's going to step back now and drop his Esper summon. Yeah, I don't know what damage type that is, but it's not one we're going to live through. Okay, we lost. And I'm going to blame that loss mostly on the fact that Cloud's a better unit than Ruinstern and that they had a tank with aggro and we didn't. So, couldn't win that one, couldn't find the ideal situation. Let's go do one more. I'm just doing these live. Like, these are not pre-picked out fights. And I kind of wanted to avoid lightning anyway. This could be better. Celis, Rachez, and Titus versus our dark team. Okay, remember I said we're probably looking for mono water or mono fire teams. With fire, Setia could be an issue, and you could adjust your build to put some more missile resist in there, and then you'd probably have more success against Setia. There is also quite a bit of attack resistance type penetration moves in this game right now, so you're not going to nullify a whole lot of damage with this current game state, I would say, but taking 480 damage instead of 1 is pretty much fine, especially since with this build, you're going to have Regenerate online, as well as Protect and Shell to help mitigate that even farther, and that's what I'm talking about. It's a very good move that Whisper has. Really, the drawback to that move, and something you might look to remedy as Ruinstern one-shots Titus, is you might want to do something like give her a TMR buff that could help her maybe gain another point, another space of movement with some haste on it, because Whisper does have fairly low agility. So that's something you got to worry about. Also, her best TP skill, the one she uses that gives Protect, Shell, and Regenerate, only generates her 8 AP. And that's pretty low. You would like to see more than that. But she's full on slash resist. We're out here trying to deal with these folks. Unlucky, we did not land the disable right there. Raychez actually kills Ruinstern in one hit, even through all of his slash resistance. He's... Oh my gosh! Ruinstern, no! Whisper, your boyfriend just died. What are you going to do about it? You better 1v2 these fools. Oh, good. Okay, their tank's hate has run out. So Whisper is now after Raychez, and Whisper's only taken 1 damage from these units. So, I don't know that we kill him fast enough. I think she's got this, you guys. I think we got this in the bag. Sustaining slash isn't going to get it done. Here comes 1 more damage. What's the most threatening move they have left? A summon of an Esper? Like, nah, it's all good. Whisper's the queen of dealing with mono damage type teams, looks like. What do you got? 1 damage? Yeah, don't even bother using abilities because it ain't going to matter. Quadra Break, so CT debuff, agility attack debuff, and now Celis. Okay, Celis, you're going to run around the map picking up crystals right now. That's pretty annoying. What does this Fenrir do? This is their best shot of winning this. This does a lot of damage to Whisper, and then Celis picks up enough crystals to like heal to more HP than we have and win on turns. The Paralyze is really annoying because I bet you it procs. Oh, it didn't proc. We got the auto attack off. Game over. Stand right there. Okay. Oh, look, arm break. She blocked it. That's a win, baby. Easy. Mono water down. Whisper with the W. Let's do one more. I think I have one more fight on this arena refresh. So let's put it on the video. We're 2-1 so far. Pretty good considering I would call our team as about not meta as humanly possible. To be fair, I am running 2 100 cost units with Whisper right here, but Whisper is clearly the queen of this team. Cloud can get the hell out of here. I'm not fighting another Cloud. I guess I am maybe fighting another Cloud. There are quite a few mixed element teams, and when you're looking at light, you can fight light as long as it's not this, right? Like you just, Whisper's probably not going to hit anything, and since this is a Whisper showcase, I will avoid it. A little bit too much missile there for me. What about somebody right here? What do you got here? Tank, slasher, magic damage. I'm in. Let's do it, somebody. Okay. I'm going to keep this same build, but I do think, like, if I was fine-tuning this team a little bit more for the future, I would give Whisper maybe, I might even just do bells. Honestly, just give her straight-up AP regeneration. It will cost her a little bit in her tankiness and her regeneration, which, like, the regeneration is nothing to laugh at, especially if you're in a 1v1 at the end of the fight against somebody who you don't have full defense built up against, and they're hitting you with maybe some penetrating your defenses for 500-600 damage. If you're just regenerating that every turn, that's pretty nice. And if, you never know. Okay, so Ruinstern versus Titus on this side of the map. We've seen this before, except this time the Titus is the faster unit. So that could be a thing. Whisper will generate her, actually that only generated 6. So that's one reason why I didn't mention this. I'm running the Mythgraven Blade on her right here. It's to reduce the AP cost of her abilities, because I know she does struggle with AP consumption. So that's why the Mythgraven Blade. Barrier Breaker onto the Titus. Okay, takedowns barrier. Celis going to target both girls. Whisper takes 1 damage. She regenerates all of that. Comes back with the arm break. We still have not gotten lucky and landed a disable yet. I would really like to see one of those come through before the end of this thing. Okay, Ruinstern versus Titus. They're just trading blows back and forth. Lots of slash resist out here today. Helena is going to get off her limit break. This will debuff the dark resist of the targets, which will be nice because our damage could be sort of low once she's out of here. Double attack from Ruinstern. Okay, he's putting a beating out there. Celis, taunting spell. Okay, Black Rose Helena is dead, but Whisper and her boyfriend are still alive, and the AoE power break lowers both units' attack, which it's really too bad that didn't kill Moore, because now Moore will kill Stern once, and then Titus will kill him a second time. So rip us, but I'm guessing Celis is probably almost out of aggro right here, which might free up Whisper to go kill these low HP targets. Okay, not quite yet. So it's a 3v1 for now. Jamming Thrust doing a lot of damage. Titus doesn't have it though. Here comes the limit break. Unless they have penetration, yeah, he's going to do 4 damage. Nice 4 damage, stud. Okay, Whisper's turn, 15 AP, power break, kills the biggest threat. Moore was definitely our biggest threat here. Now they do have the freaking summon still. This is a really, like, a thing. I think if there's no summon, we win this no matter what. How much damage does this do? Only 850. Only 850. Titus only has 294 HP, and he can only hit her for 1 damage. Celis's turn again, so we're getting lapped a little bit. The crystals are also working against us, but I think Whisper will kill Titus right here, which is a... Oh, she went for Celis. I just wonder about that. What kind of brain are we processing in here? Look, if there's no turn limit in this fight, we win. I think that's pretty clear. We might still win anyway, but we're going to have to kill one of them, or we'll lose because 2 of them are left and only us. Whisper, do the right thing here. That's not it. That's the wrong thing. Whisper, 3 turns left, 2 turns left. Kill Titus, for God's sakes. What are you doing? Why? What in... Okay, that's infuriating. That's infuriating. Maybe something I didn't... Huh. That's frustrating. We would have definitely won that had the match gone on longer, but I'm out of arena restores. So I do hope that did highlight what Whisper is capable of if you want to use her. And then if you maybe just built a better team, you could probably even do better. This team was all about Whisper to me, and then the Ruined CERN boyfriend build. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you next time. Peace.